Hey, if it's not Wednesday, August 7th, between 3:45, 3:50, yeah, I'm late. And I don't know, 5:30, 6 o'clock. I've been hella busy lately. Then don't leave comments because I won't see them. But if it is, then definitely comment because I will totally see this. Like nowsies. Let's see, where were we here? There we go. Sorry, I had to come rushing in from a sales meeting, and I have a contest any second now. It's been a busy, busy day. So much like people like just tap in and tap out on the live. Like, what's going on? We are 45 seconds away from a concert ticket giveaway. That's what's going on. And I'm so concerned that PJ is going to miss caller 9. It's like his favorite thing of the day. Which is weird because caller 10's the one that wins, not caller 9. But caller 9 is the one that makes him happy. Oy vey. All right, here we go. 10 seconds. Hey, Davey. What's going on? I should totally be all like, you can listen online at 1077thebone.com or on the app at the 1077 The Bone app. Here's the cue to call happening right now. I feel like I have been running around like a crazy person all day. I literally had a Zoom meeting on the treadmill today. Elder, what's up? Hey, thank you. How's things in Squarefield? I'll bet it's hot out there, huh? Hey, Mike. I was leaving my house today and it was a nightmare. It was already like 85 degrees. And I think it's going to get up to 90. Oh, that reminds me, I should check on the cats. Remind me to check on the cats on account of I got to do this winter thing first. Dun, dun. Boop. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 1. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 2. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 3. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 4. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 5. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 6. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 7. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 8. Hi, it's the Bone, your caller 9. Sorry, dude. So close. Caller 9 was not very vocal about being caller 9. Windy and warm. Yeah, that sounds like it. Fairfield. Hey, Kyle. What's happening? All right, we got to pick a number between 1 and 10 so that somebody can be caller 10. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to go with 6. It's always my favorite. Hi, it's the Bone. Who's this?
This is August from San Jose.
August from San Jose?
Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah. August, did you want anything from the Bone in the last 30 days?
No.
I can fix that. Congratulations, man. You are caller 10.
Oh, nice. Thanks, Nikki.
You got it, man. What's your last name, August?
It's well, my first name is Arnold. My real name, but nickname's Ozzy, and my last name is Diaz. Diaz.
Okay. Are you a junior?
Yes, Junior.
I think I see you here in the system. Let me make sure this is you. All right. You remember the drill? You know how to look for that email that comes in the check your spam filter and all that business. Make sure you get the email so that you can accept the tickets, click the link inside, that sort of thing. Or you want me to go over that again?
Oh no, I remember.
Awesome. Well, congratulations, Ozzy. You got a pair of tickets to see the Lamont and Tinelli Ball at the Toyota Pavilion in Concord on August 16th. The tickets are going to be emailed to you. You are more than familiar with that process. So congratulations, man.
Thanks, Nikki. Good. Looking forward to hanging out with you guys and seeing you.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the concourse. We're gonna have like a live broadcast on the concourse. I want to say from like 4 to 6 or 3 to 5 or something like that.
Oh, cool.
During my show.
Right. Yeah, I was kind of wanting to get one of those picks from you, the guitar pick. I don't know if you still have some.
Absolutely. Just ask me at Bone Bash. Bone Bash at the L&T Ball. Ask me at the L&T Ball and I'll give them to you on site. I don't just like automatically. I don't force them on people. But if you ask me for one, I will happily give you one.
Cool. Thanks, Nikki. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you have a good night.
You too, Ozzy. Congratulations.
All right. Thank you.
You got it, man. Cheers. Like PJ. Did you catch caller 9? I mean, I came running from the other side of the building so that I could log on to the live before it happened, just so you could hear it. And then there was nothing to hear because caller 9 didn't say anything. Hey, Harry, what's going on? Upper Atlantic. Wait, what's Upper Atlantic Avenue? Is that by the high school or is that like by Walters Road? Hey, Rosalie. How you doing? What's new? Hey, Dan. Dan is a pre-recorded message in case you don't get to chat later today. Oh, thanks, Dan. Oh, look at me yawning. Oh, fuck. I'm so tired. I do have some good news. Just give you the tickets. Nice one. Nice try, Helder. You could have just called. It might have worked. You never know. Hey, Dean. I almost missed you there. What's going on? Feli or Feli? Feli from Chile. What's up, dude? Where can you send me songs? NikkiBlakk@gmail.com. Hey, Jacob. Eddie, what's happening? Northern BC. What's up, Scott? How's it going up there, eh? I'll bet you it's nice and cold up there. We're all dying over here. Hey, Victor. What's up? Chris, Megadeth, Anvil, or Skin Lab on Sunday? I will be working Megadeth at the Concord Pavilion on Saturday. And on Sunday, as much as I would love to do nothing but drive all the way to San Jose to see Skin Lab again, I'm going to be really tired on Sunday. So what I might try to do is if I can get cut early from Megadeth, I'm going to go to see Skin Lab at Vinny's. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. And then Anvil, I seen Anvil enough when that movie came out. Anvil came through town like every 6 months, and I'm good. Hey, Dirk, what's going on? It's been chilly in Minnesota, Kyle. I'll bet. I mean, you guys must be thrilled. You've got the vice president nominee, right? He's your guy. He's your governor or something. Is that right? I haven't been following as closely as I usually do. And all I see are memes about how he gives kids free lunches, which I'm not mad at. The lab is at Toots. What? Skin Lab is at Toots, not at Vinny's? How is that possible? That's too small. I'm not stopping by there. They're going to have fun without me. Little bummed that Scott Sargent is not with the band. Do you know what's going on with him health-wise? There's some kind of health issue. I don't know. I haven't looked too far into it. Hey, Robert. Thanks. Appreciate that. I did have a little bit of good news today, PJ. You know how you and Brian have been trying to single-handedly help get the Metal Zone sponsored. I had a meeting today, which is why I was late, that might end up being the exact sponsorship I was looking for. Obviously, it's in the very early stages, so I can't really count those chickens until they've incubated and hopefully hatched. But in the meantime, just know that there is a little bit of progress being made. 77. Oh, dude, I would pay money for 77 right now. Highway 80 is right there. Oh, that side. Okay, so like you're wait. What? Because if you take Atlantic all the way past the high school and you keep going at like Hillview Park, just past Hillview Park, right? It turns into like Manzanita or Dahlia or something like that. Right? You have to turn off of Atlantic to get to Airbase Parkway to get to 80. Don't fuck with me, Harry. I lived there for a long time. Oh, you're libertarian. So you hate when kids get free lunch at school. Aw. Well, maybe reconsider your life's decisions, Kyle, because frankly, it takes a village and we all need to raise other people's children. Otherwise, they grow up to live in our prisons and we end up supporting them whether we like it or not. Hungry children always lead to a life of crime. Trust me, I know. Eddie, what do you mean Jaeger? Jaeger what? Jägermeister or Jaeger, our friend the DJ Jaeger? Is it Project X Productions with their non-metal shows? No, I said it's a sponsorship, a real one with like money and stuff. Yeah. No, it's a whole different thing. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy, did you want to make a public statement on my live? I'll read it out to the people. Mr. Arsenault. Hey, Lori. How you doing, girl? How you feeling? I'm still feeling like I got the vid, even though I clearly continue to test negative. Oh, thanks, Caprine. I just got it cut a couple days ago, but I haven't washed it yet, so my hairstylist can still take credit for this. It's Christine at Revival Barber and Beauty. Oh shit! Look at that, PJ. We almost missed 420 Floyd. I was so busy chatting. Hold on. Yikes. Oh, this should be longer. Hold on. Oh, let's go with that one instead. There we go. That's perfect. Oh, 1077 The Bone with Eddie Money and baby, hold on. I'm Nikki Blakk and you better hold on because we are only 9 days away from the Lamont Antonelli Ball and your last chance to win is coming in the next few days. So be listening to 1077 The Bone in the 8 a.m. 11 a.m., and 3 p.m. hours for your chance to win tickets to Stone Temple Pilots live in Our Lady Peace at the Toyota Pavilion in Concord on August 16th. Tickets are on sale now at livenation.com. The whole Bonehead family is coming. I hope we'll see you there. All right. Phew. Okay, we are still in time. And 420 Floyd is sponsored, so if I'd have missed it, I'd have been in deep doo-doo. All right, let's go with that. And we'll get that up there. And I'm just going to read this sponsorship really quick to get it out of the way so that I can talk to you guys for a minute without having to worry about missing the money. I cannot stress enough how important it is that we take care of the people who pay the bills around here. God, do I have another Pink Floyd song? Because we play this one all the time. I don't want to use it. Let's see. Nope. Oh, there we go. It's all the way in the 6 o'clock hour. Let's swap these out. Where are you, my other Pink Floyd song? There you go. I feel like Brain Damage and Eclipse is like a cheat of a 420 Floyd because we play that song like all that time. That's just my personal opinion. Your 420 Floyd is sponsored by UA Local 38 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union in San Francisco, Marin, Sonoma, Mendocino, and Lake counties. Learn more at ualocal38.org. Just listening to it back again. UA Local 38 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters. There we go. Okay. Let's also do this real quick. Cool. Okay. Hey, Kyle. Thanks. Yeah. My program director is Chasta, and she does all the music. And then I have latitude within my show to make changes in the music that is already programmed, or in the singular case of 420 Floyd, I have a handful of songs that I can also use if I feel like some of them are going over and being overused, you know? It's tough. Don, I can't play Green Day. I just played them, dude. Where were you? I mean, I played Green Day like 15 minutes ago. Like, literally. Where is it? Oh, wait. Maybe it was an hour ago. Hold on. My day is gone like that, where I'm like, I don't know. Oh, I thought I played it at the end of the 3 o'clock hour, but maybe it was at the end of the 2 o'clock hour. If that's the case, then I'll see if I can move it up. I got to do some shenanigans on that one. All right, where were we? I'm going to try and catch up on all these comments you guys went fast and furious with. Oh, yeah, my hair. Revival Barber and Beauty. Christine Howell. She is bomb diggity, and I've been going to her since she got out of beauty school. But I've known her since she started dating her husband, who I've known since the 80s because he used to be in a band called Sacrilege in Berkeley. The Bay Area, man. We all go so far back. It's ridiculous. Oh, Eddie, the sponsor. Oh, who Jaeger. Jaeger is not my sponsor. I think that there's too many restrictions with that alcohol sponsoring now. Oh, Lori, I'm just trying to keep it light around here. I am all for free lunches for all the kids, 100%. Helder, I don't know how his backyard could be close to 80 because Atlantic goes perpendicular to Interstate 80. Yeah, I took math in college. I am saying that's why I left. Yeah, everyone got out of Fairfield that should have got out of Fairfield. There's still some people there, and I almost want to reach back and rescue them, but I'm afraid that they'll pull me back in. Sherry, what? You're a high school food and nutrition kitchen manager, and you love that your district gives out free breakfast and lunch to all students. Bless you. You are doing the work of angels. I say that as an atheist. Bless you, for real, because honestly, I was a hungry kid. I was a hungry latchkey kid, and I literally used to rip off grocery stores for food when I was little. So I don't think kids should have to do that. It teaches them crime at a young age. Let's see. Jimmy, a tribute band to Foreigner just got signed to a record deal, and you resemble Project X Productions. Yes, but you are still not the sponsor that I was referring to, the potential sponsor that I was referring to, like I said. Unless you want to buy a Metal Zone package when you get some metal shows going. I'm all about that. I'll talk to you about it then. A tribute band to Foreigner just got signed to a record deal. For reals? Did they? I mean, Foreigner is a tribute band at this point, right? Because there are no original members left in Foreigner, and they've been on a farewell tour for 2 years now. It's hilarious. They're going, and Jeff Pilson was just recently quoted as saying, "We don't know when this farewell tour is going to end," which means it's never going to end. It's hilarious. And it's not, honestly, because let's face it, they're going to get a bump when Foreigner, no one in the band now, but the people who really were in Foreigner go into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's going to just boost the Foreigner profile to the point where they're probably going to book another year's worth of tours all next year, at least on that. So this farewell tour is like the jokiest of jokes. Thanks, Lori. It probably is crazy allergies, but that is so dumb because it's freaking August. There should not still be allergies at this point. Christopher, I did go to broadcasting school to master my enunciation, diction, and pronunciation, etc. Well, not in the way you're thinking. No, I went to college. I took broadcast electronic communication arts at San Francisco State, and my enunciation comes from a combination of effort, practice, and accent. For example, did you know that people in Northern California have an accent? Yeah. So we say things like San Jose instead of San Jose. We run all of our words together, and I had to catch myself with that. We also make our S's into Z's. One time I was doing voiceover for a LASIK commercial, and it was for an East Coast LASIK place, and they made me redo the whole commercial because I kept saying LASIK, 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 and they're like, "Can you please tell her to say LASIK?" And I was like, "Oh shit, all right, well they're paying me, so let's do it." But I highly recommend the Broadcast Electronic Communication Arts program at San Francisco State. Huge amounts of San Francisco State alumni are in media all over the world, but very much also all over San Francisco and the Bay Area, which is if I remember correctly, is the 4th largest market for radio and the 3rd largest market for television, which means what happens is when you graduate, they tell you to go to a smaller market and work your way back to the larger markets, which I refuse to do. I refuse to move to I wanted to do TV at first, right? I wanted to do TV news. But then I realized I was going to have to move to Sioux City, Iowa, or someplace even smaller than that, to do news in a tiny little flyover state before I could make my way back home. And that's when I was like, well, fuck that. I'm going to do radio. That way I can make my way faster. And I did. So I went from Modesto to San Jose to Santa Rosa to San Francisco. Because there are a lot more radio markets in the area than there are TV markets, because TV markets obviously cover a much larger area than radio markets. PJ, Stop pretending you're high. We all know you're not. Hey, Patrick. How you doing? Speaking of flyover states. You had a PD who was insane. Oh, Kyle, most PDs are insane. I am, make no mistake, I am giving Chasta mad props. And to be fair, I don't know that she would trust me with this if it wasn't that I had already been assistant program director and programmed all the music for this station, years ago. I mean, I have a level of experience and proficiency. That's the word I'm looking for. I have a level of experience and proficiency in programming music. So I think I hope she feels confident in letting me make these changes, and it's reflected in the ratings. So her letting me have a little slack on that leash has paid us all back in kind in raised ratings. So we're all pretty happy about that. I think other program directors, you can't even, some program directors need to have people not be allowed to move the music, because DJs as fans, we just want to play the cool shit, right? I want to play what I want to play when I want to play it. And if somebody calls me up and requests Slayer, I'm like, why not? Well, as the program director, there's a whole lot of reasons why not. And because I've kind of done both jobs a little bit, I can see that. And so she trusts me not to just play Slayer. Oh, thanks, Keith. I appreciate that. But yeah, most PDs are particularly particular. But it's because their asses are on the line. They live and die by the ratings, and they do a lot of things very specifically to serve the ratings. And that's what has to happen for this to work out. Sorry, I got to check this. Yes. Okay. How far back am I still? You were working, you had your radio off. Oh, sorry, Donald. Don't worry. I will play Green Day again. Keep your radio on. I'll see what I can do for sure. Let's see. Kyle, I don't understand what you mean by since the 80s. Am I around your age? I'll be 52 this year. There's a goddamn meme going on around right now, and it's all, if you were 6 years old when Rock Lobster was released in 1978, you'd be 52 right now. And I'm like, ouch. The accuracy. Oh my God. It hurts. Hey, Sherry. Yeah, isn't it crazy, Patrick, how all these like Fairfield people are on my thing, and they're not here because I know them from Fairfield. They're just here, and they're from Fairfield. Well, to be fair, they're not from Fairfield. They live in Fairfield now. Wait, John, you cannot say Fairfield is garbage, but Sassoon is hella legit, because no. you don't get those two things. Nope. Trust me, I bartended downtown Sassoon, and as soon as summer is over, Sassoon is also garbage. I remember there was this guy who was a regular, and he would come in every day, and he would drink the whole shift. He would drink dollar Budweisers, and then at the end of like a dozen dollar Budweisers, that motherfucker would tip $1 and leave. I had to refill his glass 12 times to earn $1. Fuck you, Sassoon. PJ, I'm hungry now too. Thanks. Yeah, Jimmy, I mean, we're trying to support. We're trying to start a metal community here. So I am here to support as best I can, and then I also have an advertising package. So we're working on doing both. We're working on the, what is that? The rising tide that lifts all boats. That's me in metal right now. I'm raising the tide right now. Hey, Kevin. Still in the hospital, right? The leg was swelling, but you're gonna be good, and then you get to rehab soon. That's awesome. Hey, Justin, you're looking at it. Jimmy, feel free to hate on Foreigner all you want. I love their hits. I really do. But seeing them live now is like seeing a really good cover band. Which bums me out because I really liked Jeff Pilson when he was in Dokken. At the top of you plowed through a house, you were looking at Highway 80. The Chevy dealer is on the other side of 80. At the top of Atlantic? I swear it turns into Dahlia by then, though, doesn't it? Doesn't it turn into like Dahlia or Manzanita or one of the flower streets? Because I grew up on Laurel Drive, and Laurel Drive is like right over there at the end of Atlantic, right where that park is. I used to have to walk through that park to get to elementary school every day. Oh, thanks, Red Fly. Everybody all up on my hair today. Gonna give me a complex. Make me think I'm too cool for school. Oh, fucking Kiss went on for years. Kiss has been gone for a year now, and I have not missed them. Or maybe they've been gone for 6 months. I don't fucking know. It feels like they never left because they won't shut the fuck up about Kiss avatars and shit. Can I play you some Ozzy? Sure, why not? How about some Ghost? Fuck it. I'll play anything at this point. Also, I'm lying to all of you. I'm going to play what I'm going to play, but feel free to make requests. You got told you have an accent in Minnesota and you're from Utah? What's a Utah accent sound like? Because I know Minnesota sounds kind of nasally. But Utah? You went to CCSF and the teacher said no one should go into business because you will be making no money. Melina? Is that community college San Francisco? Is that City College? You went to City College and the teacher said no one should go into the business because you will be making no money. Melina, that is 100% correct. I was just saying this this morning because I was talking to the marketing people at the UC Theater because they were buying some Metal Zone packages, and they also have an internship program. And he was like, "Hey, do you guys have room for any of our interns once they finish our internship program? We're trying to help them with placement." Excuse me. And I was like, "Nope, we're not allowed to have interns anymore." I said, "But when I was working at the UC Theater, I loved every time that I got an intern to come with me because I would give them a full-on speech. You know, do not go into the music industry because it's going to eat you up and spit you out. So only go into the music industry because you love it. It's still going to eat you up and spit you out, but you will have loved it." I mean, if someone had laid my life out before me 25 years ago and said, if you go into radio, this is what's going to happen, I would have been like, I need to talk to a career counselor right now because I am making some terrible life decisions. But 25 years ago, you know, I was young and I had all the energy in the world. And I was like, nobody is taking this away from me. Fuck you. And then they wore me down and took it away from me. So fortunately, I am back, you know, and a big part of that was Shasta convincing me to come back. And also Lawantinelli still being here, baby Huey still being here. That made a big difference. I got 1,000-yard stare over the shit that used to happen around here. So, oh, glad to hear you're doing well, Patrick. PJ, you have no pull. Just saying. San Jose, KSJO. Yeah. No. I was at KSJO. I was talking about my hairdresser and I said I've known her since the 80s. Oh, yeah. I have actually known her husband since the 80s, and I've known her since she started dating him, but he was in a band in the 80s called Sacrilege in Berkeley. Anybody here old enough to remember Sacrilege, BC? You know what, Kevin? I'm not mad at that, but if you tell a woman she doesn't look her age, don't feel like you need to give her an age she does look. Just be like, you look younger than that, and leave it at that. You don't need to tell people they look good for their age either. You could just tell them they look good. Just a little advice from me to everyone. No woman wants to hear she looks good for her age. Or, you don't look 52, you look 42. Like, just let me live the dream, okay? Let me just pretend in my head that I look 32. You remember going to Moore Park and watching Lobster broadcasts. Lobster's a great guy. The comic store is hella legit. Oh, that one in Sassoon. I drive by it a lot, but I haven't been there. But I used to work at Vic's Pioneer Bar, so I have seen the dregs of Sassoon. I think they might have finally changed the name of that place because Vic finally fucking died. Jesus, he was a hateful person. Oh, that's probably what it is, Kyle, is the saloon. Yeah, I think that's the place where I used to work. It's trash. Or it was. I mean, I'm sure it still is reasonably trashy. Because last time I drove by it, it looked like they couldn't afford to have gutted it. If I come back to downtown Sassoon, I'll buy you a drink. I could buy myself a drink. I go to downtown Sassoon pretty frequently. I am a big fan of the Athenian Grill. And Babs. Oh, dude. Babs Delta Diner. That corned beef hash. That's one of my favorites. Right, Red Fly? That is some chintzy ass shit. The shitter in the saloon is goddamn awful. That whole building is awful, dude. You saw Bad Company a few years ago. Believe it or not, they were good. Well, if it was Bad Company with Paul Rogers, I absolutely believe they were good. Paul Rogers is the man. How about Aerosmith? I'm not surprised. I think I've told everybody this already that I think I'm pretty sure Steven Tyler's off the wagon, and I think that this whole vocal thing is a smokescreen. I will even go so far, and to be fair, this is a whole conspiracy theory that I have created out of whole cloth and some educated guesses and maybe a little inside information, but I suspect that Steven Tyler was off the wagon when they canceled those Vegas shows. Remember the Vegas residency shows they canceled? And then all of a sudden, they canceled the Peace Out tour before it even started, claiming he had a vocal injury that was so severe, the only people would get it would be from like car accidents and sports injuries. So I think Steven Tyler was so far off the wagon, they were going to have to cancel the tour, and somebody punched him in the neck to create that vocal cord injury. And I think he's totally recovered from the vocal cord injury now, but I think he's still off the wagon. And I think that that's why they canceled the Peace Out tour and decided to end everything right away. Because come on, man. 1 minute, Joe Perry's saying, yeah, Steven's writing new music. I wouldn't be surprised if Aerosmith puts out a new album. And the next minute they're like, and we're done. Go fuck yourselves. Cancel everything. I mean, that's not an injury assessment. That's a Steven's off the wagon and we can't make this work. Call it. Call it now before it gets bad. And we're on the hook legally for huge loss of marketing money. So that's my Aerosmith theory. That's what I think. Harry, it's past the park. So it's still Atlantic past the park. It doesn't turn into Dahlia. I'm going to have to Google map that later. Hey, do any of you know about Trey Azagth's mental health situation? He uploaded a really weird video a couple weeks ago. I don't know who that is. Do I know him? Trey Azagth. Oh, Morbid Angel's guitar player. I don't know. Let's see. I don't see anything recent on him in the news. Did they finish this tour already? Probably, yeah. It was in May. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know the guy. Oh, apparently he had some sort of collapse in 2023. What? There was a concerning video in 2023. Is that the one you're referring to? Oh, what? Oh, Alien Romulus preview. Yes. Oh, wait. It's not the preview. It's an Alien Romulus themed cocktail hour. Well, I still want to go. When is it? Alien Romulus happy hour Tuesday. Hang on, I gotta forward this real quick. Okay. Let's see. He collapsed in Tampa. That's not suspicious. Lots of people collapse in Tampa. The weather's insane. Yeah, I don't know, buddy. Sorry. I do not have the scoop on that one. Oh, hey, band from Chile. I got your email as well. Band from Chile, dude. Was that you? Feli? Feli from Chile? I got your email. Let's see. Red Fly, New Flotsam and Jetsam. Is it good? I mean, I've always liked Flotsam and Jetsam. I knew them back in the 90s. Yeah. Ed Carlson was a big Ramones fan, and I was a big Ramones fan, and I used to follow the Ramones in their last few years. So I had met Flotsam randomly at a show in Sacramento, and we ended up hanging out with them forever. And then when I went to Phoenix, I would meet up with Ed, and we would go to Ramones shows together. One time I had dinner with his mom. She made a great mac and cheese. Random, right? Thank you, Sherry. I am tired of requests as well. I mean, 9 times out of 10, I'm either about to play it, just played it, or never going to play it. And there you go. Do I believe in double standards for men and women, especially in rock and roll? Why would I believe in a double standard? Double standards are just inherently bad. There may be some exceptions, but for the large part, no. What's the widest age gap? A hot couple for me? I don't know. I mean, I don't care. Honestly. I mean, I'll side eye some people, but mostly I'm not concerned about the age difference as long as there's not a power dynamic difference along with the age difference and everyone is of consenting age. It's none of my fucking business. Yeah, Aerosmith claims they're done. Oh, I gave you the whole Aerosmith thing. I'm not going over that. Harry, WKRP, I don't know what you mean. Kyle, the music industry is shit. You're right. 18 years in radio, 5 states. Oh, yeah. But you loved it, right? Supposedly the other NorCal accent thing is we don't pronounce our T's in words. Saturday night, my T's are D's. My T's become D's. Santa Cruz, nope, there's no T in that. Yeah, Santa Cruz, Monterey. That's 100% true, John. Absolutely. The NorCal accent is real. I have to stop myself to say Santa Cruz, and it sounds fucking weird to me. I mean, there are like Van Ness. I was like 30 years old when I found out that Van Ness was 2 words. I thought Van Ness was all one thing. I knew it wasn't Vanessa, but I knew it was Van Ness, but I thought it was like still all one word. I really should have put something there, but I didn't. All right, hold on. Woo! This is why I have the commute mug. I just almost tipped that fucker right over onto the board. That board costs, well, it doesn't cost as much as my house, but if I lived in Kansas, it would cost as much as my house. I could buy a house in Kansas for what this board costs. It's the Bay Area's own Metallica on the Rock of the Bay. I'm Nikki Blakk, and did you get a chance to go back into Fortnite and do the Metallica experience a second time? I can't game because I got the repetitive motion injury, but I did manage to find some people online that had done the Metallica experience, and I was able to watch the video, and it was way cooler than I thought it was. I mean, not as cool as Kirk and Robert doing Neil Diamond's Sweet Caroline in Massachusetts, but still pretty damn cool. By the way, if you wanted to see the Sweet Caroline video, I posted it up for you on the socials. All right, we are on time. Yeah. Boom. Holy crap, how far behind am I on comments that we're just now getting to the sacrilege people? All right, let's see. You changed your career to early childhood education. Well, Melina, that was smart of you because not only will you get summers off, but you will always have a job. And that job will always pay a living wage, mostly. What's been shuttered for almost 20 years? Are you talking about Vic's Pioneer Bar has been shuttered for almost 20 years? No, because I worked there in like 2000 and maybe it was 20 years ago. Because I think I was on KSJO at the time, so that was 2003 and 4. Yikes. Well, it was trash either way. Babs fried rice is legit. Everything at Babs is legit. Everything. Babs fucking Delta Diner is the best thing to happen to Sassoon. Period. Whatever happened to Lefty O'Doul's? The beer? Lefty O'Doul's what, in San Francisco? I don't know. Probably went out of business. I really do have a 1,000-yard stare because radio. It was rough. Oh shit, Feli. Am I saying that right, Feli? Yeah, that is scary. Clearly, I would hope that if he did upload something like that, that it was a cry for help, and that many, many people answered that cry for help, especially if it was taken down right away, and that they're hopefully trying to keep this private and that he's getting help. He's not American, is he? Morbid Angel? Oh, wait, are they in Florida? Where's Morbid Angel from? I mean, not that America can't help somebody. It's just that we don't have the best of resources. Oh, they are from Tampa. Well, let's hope the best for him. Let's hope that whoever it is that answered that cry for help got him the help he needs and is continuing to do so. Hey, Christopher. Happy Wednesday. It is, yeah, we are halfway through the week, man. I mean, not me. I got to work Saturday, but yes, and they are very nice guys. Okay, I was gonna say I didn't know Michael. I knew Jason Ward, who was in the band. I remember one time Jason and I watched was it Dawn of the Dead? He had all these horror movie videos, and I was like hanging out in Phoenix, staying at my grandmother's place while I went to a Ramones show. And I don't know, maybe Carlson was busy that night and I hung out with Ward instead. And we watched like that. It's Dawn of the Dead that takes place in the shopping mall. That's that one, right? Yeah. We were watching like horror DVDs or not DVDs, fucking VHS because it was that long ago. Let's see. I remember Eric AK. He was not very talkative. And then Ed Carlson, and then Jason Ward, and Kelly was the drummer. So those are the guys I knew that were in Flotsam and Jetsam. I don't know who's still there at all. I miss Ed too. I haven't seen him in ages. I mean, literally like decades. I haven't seen him since, well, the Ramones broke, the Ramones stopped touring in 96. So I probably haven't seen Ed, but like once or twice since then. I saw them all at the Thrash of the Titans, the Chuck Billy benefit. Flotsam and Jetsam played, and we all got to say hi again at that point. God, Maya, I wish I was still surfing. It's just been this complicated. Well, it's partly been me being lazy and me being complicated and surf, right? I'm not a very good surfer, and I used to always have somebody who would go surfing with me. But I also used to work in concerts, so I didn't have to be anywhere on weekdays. So it was great, right? I would meet up. I had a friend who was a comedian. I had another friend. I had friends who did other jobs that made it easy for us to meet up on weekdays and go surfing. And now I can't surf on weekdays. I can only surf on weekends because the tide doesn't work out for my shift, right? Well, except this is me being lazy, right? I could dawn patrol. Like I could not be a lazy shit, and I could pack up all my stuff and I could drive from Concord to the beach at like 5-6 o'clock in the morning and freeze my ass off. But I don't have anyone that would go with me to do that. So I would be in the water by myself or with whoever was also dawn patrolling, which I don't know if I'm good enough to be in the water by myself. So the flip side to that is going on the weekend, but then everybody's in the fucking water, and it's just ridiculous. And you can't, I mean, I've literally been run over by people in the water when there's that many boards in the water. So I would like to go surfing again. I would like to figure out how to fit that back into my life because I fucking love it and I miss it. And of course I still have my board. I have the most beautiful board, although my wetsuit is starting to disintegrate. That's another thing I got to do is I always wanted to go back down to Santa Cruz. I might have to just like take a weekend, go to Santa Cruz, buy a new wetsuit, hit Pleasure Point, suck it up, try not to get run over. And then kind of get my sea legs back so that I feel confident going by myself if I do manage to dawn patrol it. But although we all know me in the mornings, no, we'll see. But I would like to. I really would. Yeah, honestly, Christopher, I can't wait until the weather changes either. I'm normally a summer girl, but no, not anymore. I am now a spring and fall girl. I don't like it when it's cold, but I cannot deal with this heat. Oh, Lefty O'Doul's at the. Oh, Kyle. Oh, I'm sorry. Lefty O'Doul's went out of business during the pandemic, didn't it? Or is it still there? I think it's still there. There's one of them. The Irish Bank is definitely still there. Lefty O'Doul's may or may not still be there. I don't know. I don't go to Union Square very much. Kate O'Brien's, I think, changed their name. Chieftain is still there. I don't know. There's a lot of bars, a lot of Irish bars in San Francisco. If Lefty O'Doul's went under, I would say pandemic. It's got a lot of them. I'm trying to remember if that's the one that moved to Pier 39, but no, that was the Buena Vista. So you can still get a Buena Vista Irish coffee, which is a fucking delight. And you can still go to an Irish bar in Union Square at Irish Bank, but I'm not sure about Lefty's. It might still be there. It might not. I don't know. 2 streets away from the Elk Lodge. What Elk Lodge? I have no idea where there's an Elk Lodge. You're wondering which rock bands are for hire for weddings and private parties. You can rent a peacock or even a pony. Can you rent a rocker? Yes. I actually worked a birthday party where Journey played in, I don't know, 2000 and something, 2004 maybe. Hang on, I got to do a cue to call, and I don't want to confuse everybody. Have them call in now. That is on time. Cool. All right. Make sure I can hear things. So yeah, you can totally buy a rock band. In fact, I remember at that party, they wanted the Rolling Stones, but the Rolling Stones were way out of this guy's price range. Journey, on the other hand, were relatively affordable. I think the Stones at that time wanted $4 million, and I think Journey did it for like $100K or something. But again, this was like 20 plus years ago. So don't be thinking that this is something that would happen in 2024. Although the way things are going with Journey right now, I'm sure they would love a private or corporate gig. But there are a lot of those rock bands for hire, but you got to have that money to know which ones they are, or work for a corporation that can afford to book them. Oh yeah, Jason. We're still talking about Jason Ward. Yeah, he's a wonderful guy. Wonderful guy. He and I had a great time. Like I said, watching horror movies. AK and Michael are still there. Mike came back in like 2014. Their last 3 or 4 albums are pretty killer. You always try to get people to play Testament and Flotsam. I play Testament and Flotsam, so there you go. I don't have a lot of Flotsam records. And when I say records, I mean WAV files that I can play. But I definitely have at least a couple of Flotsam and Jetsam songs that I put into the Metal Zone, especially when they're going to be playing, because I think they were just at the DNA Lounge, weren't they? I looked at the lineup and I didn't recognize anybody's name, so I was like, I don't think I can make it to that show. I forget what was happening that night. It was the combination of not recognizing anybody in the band and having something else going on that night that I didn't go, not just because I didn't recognize anybody in the band. I would go see Flotsam if I could, period. Dawn Patrol is a good Megadeth song. Oh, Kyle, have you missed why we don't play Megadeth on the Metal Zone? It's a long story. No Sarfang sharks are hungry. That first, let me say, the first time I saw a fin in the water, I did think I was going to die, and it scared the living shit out of me, but it was a dolphin. And that is the only time I've ever seen a fin in the water. Dolphins. Not that it's impossible for sharks to go into shallow water, but I tend to prefer to surf in shallow water. I have surfed at Ocean Beach a couple of times, but every time I surf at Ocean Beach, the beach tries to kill me. So I don't a lot. Cue to call is happening, PJ, just FYI. The Elks Lodge is on the 5th floor of the Kensington Hotel. How the fuck would I know that? I'm not a goddamn elk. Being an elk, you had access to it, and it's amazing. Oh, why don't you get one of your elk brothers to find out what happened at Lefty O'Doul's? I don't fucking know. I'm trying to remember if Lefty O'Doul's is this one that I went to before. I'm pretty sure I've been there, but I could never, ever even pretend to tell you if it was still there now or what happened to it. I do know I've been to Irish Bank recently. Well, in the last year or two. Jacob, you have a friend who's for hire starting at $2,500. Some folks charge $50K for what? I don't know. You can't speak of what the Elks do? Is it that you can't tell anyone or that no one's asked? What is there a difference? All right. Are we ready to answer some calls? Who wants Limp Bizkit tickets? All right. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 1. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 2. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 3. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 4. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 5. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 6. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 7. Hi, your caller 7. Sorry. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 8. Hi, it's Sabone, your caller 9. Sorry, dude. He ho ho hoed. I don't know what to say to that. You took an oath. Oh my God, Kyle, you just told me what the Elks do. You took an oath. Now I know you took an oath. I'm going to go and be like, Kyle ratted you motherfuckers out. I know y'all are taking oaths. Oh, the Elks. I'm kidding. Honestly, I don't know what any of those lodges are or do. I am just going to give away some tickets. Hi, it's Sabone. Who's this?
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
This is Josh. How you doing?
I'm good, Josh. How are you?
I'm doing great, depending on what caller number I am.
What caller number you want to be?
I want to be number 10, baby.
You just might be. Have you won anything from the bone in the last 30 days?
Not in the last 30 days, no.
Oh, Josh, why you sound like you had to think about that?
No, because I won Aftershock tickets from you probably like 5-6 months ago.
Okay, I guess it's been a minute then, huh? What's your last name, Josh?
Vigil.
Not Lisa's Josh.
No, we had the same conversation last time. No, not Lisa's Josh.
That tracks. I believe 100% that we had this conversation and I just can't remember it. Oh, and look, you were right on the money 5 months ago after Shock Festival. Okay, you are still in the clear. Congratulations, Josh. You got a pair of tickets to see Limp Bizkit at the Toyota Pavilion in Concord on August 28th. You know the drill. The tickets are going to come to you in an email. You're going to have to click that link and accept the tickets and all that. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it's like I feel like the only time I ever get through guys is when you're dead.
Oh, I'm lucky. I'm your good luck charm.
You are. I'm just gonna keep on the only talk. It sounds like.
Well, you can listen to all of us. I mean, you never know.
Yeah, that's true. I did try to call into chat so this morning I didn't even get a ring dial. I was just busy.
Oh wow, yeah. Well, we all kind of do. We all kind of answer things our different ways. You know, some people open up one line and then answer one line 10 times. I open up 10 lines and then answer them all really quick. Okay. Yeah, you know, everybody's got their own way of doing things, but you seem to have my system down, right? You know, I do the cue to call. I wait about a minute. I open all the phone lines. I take 10 calls and then I tap out.
I'm like in shock right now. I can't believe that I actually won again.
Well, twice in a year is good. Give somebody else a chance from here on out.
All right, I'll take it easy. I'll wait at least a couple months. I'll wait till the new year. How about that?
I would appreciate that, Josh. You have no idea how disappointed I get when I see somebody who's like won like 6 times in a year. And I'm like, what? Ah.
Okay, well, I'm only at 2, so give me a couple more chances before you get mad at me.
You're at 2. You're okay. I'm not mad at you. But, don't push me.
No, I got you. I hear you loud and clear.
Awesome. Congratulations, Josh. You have fun at the show.
Thank you so much. So I just do the same routine, just wait for the
Yep.
email to come in and then just reply to the email and they'll text you the information and all's good.
Yeah, click the link in the email to accept the tickets, and then the tickets will go into your Live Nation account.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nikki.
You got it, Josh. Take care, man.
All right, have a good one.
You
Bye.
too. Cheers. All right. Do I ever lose count? Sometimes. Because each line has a number next to it. So sometimes, and I don't answer them in numerical order. So sometimes I'll answer 1 down. Sometimes I'll answer 10 up. Sometimes I'll answer from the middle. I've discovered that if I answer from the middle out, or if I answer a bunch on the same line, then I find I lose count. So, yeah, so I try to just do the up or the down most of the time so that I don't lose count. Let's see, where were we? You're not sure they finally played Vakken though. I've seen Testament at Vakken, but not. I didn't see Flotsam. I'm surprised that they haven't played before. They should have. Grass Pop. I've been to the Grass Pop grounds, but Grass Pop wasn't happening when I went. One time I was in Belgium, and I was actually in the Netherlands, and I found out that AC/DC was going to be in Belgium. And I can't remember now how I found out. Oh, I knew somebody who was on the tour, and I think I saw them post on social media, and I was like, hey, AC/DC on tour. You want to hook a bitch up? I just happened to be, a couple hours drive away over here in the Netherlands. And he was like, shut up, seriously? And I was like, yeah. So he hooked me up with tickets and we drove to Belgium, and I got to see AC/DC at the Grass Pop grounds. So it was very cool. I might even have pictures of that. Sorry, I have to sarcastically respond to a text. Let me see if I can find it, because it should be really easy to geo search Belgium and not have a lot of things come up. Belgium. Yeah, there it is. Oh, where's the volume? There we go. That's AC/DC at Grass Pop. Or at the Grass Pop grounds. Back in 2015. That was the year I quit radio. Went to Europe. Let's see. Stan, what do you mean Jello? I'm confused by that comment. Dude, SF is one of the oldest in America. Oh my God, Kyle, are you still talking about the Elks? Because they're going to come after you, dude, for telling their secrets. If I were anything other than caller 10, she would have hung up by now. Yeah, Josh. And Josh has won before, apparently. So Josh has the full name of my friend's son. And so apparently the last time he won from me. And I was like, is this Lisa's Josh? And we had the whole same conversation. So yeah. But no. He was not Lisa's Josh, but he is just as happy to not be. Oh, and I figured out how I keep getting coffee on my nose. I can feel myself tipping my coffee thing way back and getting coffee on my nose, but now I'm like wiping it off before it dries there and looks ridiculous. They have Olympic-sized swimming pools and saunas. Oh my God, Kyle, they are really going to come after you. You are giving up all the elk secrets and nobody asked. Like, you're really scaring me, Kyle. Is this like a reverse psychology technique to get people to want to join the Elks, where you claim you can't tell us anything, but then you tell us everything? Just curious. Hey, Joe, what's happening, man? Machine Headed Walk. I saw that Machine Headed Walk in 2025. And you know what my first thought was? Can I go to that? Because I will absolutely give Machine Head credit for getting me into Vakken in 2009. And then I was like, but also I really want to go to Hellfest. God damn it. I've been learning French for 3 years to fucking go to Hellfest. Va tu faire foot. At any point, I just hope I have enough vacation days to go anywhere outside the country next year. Because right now I am desperate for vacation days. But fortunately, Chast has been really nice to work with me. And oh, did I tell you guys I got confirmed to interview Carrie King? Yeah. So thank you to Chasta, and thank you to Carrie's publicist, and thank you to Carrie and everybody who helped make this happen, and DJ Will from KNAC, who is going to be chauffeuring me and putting me up for the night before we fly to the Mountain Fest the next day. I'll be able to sit down with Carrie King for an interview August 21st. So just know that from August 20th on, there will not be lives for like a week because I'm going to be fucking busy. 52, you just turned 40. Aw. Yeah, I'm 52. Well, I will be in November. So I always tell myself I'm the year older than I am, so that by the time I hit that age, I'm like, whatever, here we are. You know, I started 50 at 48 though, because I knew 50 was going to be a big one. So by the time I was 48, I was telling everybody I was 50. And they'd be like, how old are you? And I'm like, 50. And they're like, what? And I'm like, well, I will be in 2 years. So I'm getting used to it. And now I'm used to it. Now I'm getting used to 52. It is fucking weird though. And I do deserve to catch a little bit of shit on account of, I remember when like all the metal guys were turning 50 and I gave them all shit. Like I remember being I want to say it was Gary Holt's 50th birthday when they had that theme party at their place in like Pinole, back when they were living there. I can say that out loud because they don't live in Pinole anymore. I'm pretty sure that was Gary's 50th. And I remember just being like, fucking 50, you guys are so old. How dare I? PJ, what do you mean carjacker will hook me up? Is that another weird inside Machine Head joke that I'm unaware of? Elks are top fuelers. Holy shit, Mark. Are you another elk? Can you tell us if it's okay for Kyle to be giving us all this information? Because I'm a little concerned for his safety right now. Oh, yeah. The new Carrie King is amazeballs. Oh, well, I'll be honest, Kyle. 40 wasn't too bad. 30 wasn't bad. Everybody kept telling me, here's the thing, right? When you're a woman, everyone tells you your whole life that just wait till you're 30. Just wait till you're 30. You aren't going to be so hot when you're 30. Trust me, I heard that every fucking day, it seemed like. Because apparently I was too hot for 20. And they were like, just wait till you're 30. You're going to be fucking ugly. You're going to get fat. You're going to this. You're going to that. And 30 came and I was like, ba-bam. So that by the time 40 came, I was like, ain't nothing stopping this. And then I'll be honest, the pandemic and 50 hit around the same time and shit got rough. But now I definitely feel my age. I started feeling my age in my 40s. But I think part of that was this repetitive motion injury. And then I also had like a car accident that was really minor, but ended up creating a major problem. That was like a joint facet that impacted a nerve, and they didn't know what it was. So they thought it was a bulging disc, and it just went mistreated for like 3 years. So for 3 years, I was like barely moving. Oh, thanks. Well, the lighting is great in here. I don't know if you've noticed, the lights aren't on. Because I'm sensitive to light. I'm sensitive to the bright light. Yeah, Drew, 1972 was 72 in the house. You thought he was saying elf. We don't talk about Elf Club. That is way better. Kyle, can you join the Elf Club? Because I want that shit. Somebody start an Elf Club. I am in. I will pledge. I don't care what it takes. I'm going to blink and be 60, huh? Well, we'll see. You know, like, yeah, Justine, you and me, girl, 30s were nothing. I spent my 30s working my ass off nonstop because, you know, I made the terrible choice of going into radio. What was I thinking? I remember turning 30 and I was on KSJO and I was still voice tracked. So I was working full time in concerts and I was on the air full time in radio. And it was pretty brutal. Let's see. What else is happening today that's worth talking about? Oh, here we go. I need to know that. See how sniffly I am? Ouch. Whoops. I just hit the wrong button. It's okay. I didn't hurt anything. It just... "1077 The Bone and the Guess Who with American Woman." I'm Nikki Blakk, and have you heard the news? They're raising the price of a bunch of the streaming services again. I know. Just in time for Disney to bundle HBO with the ESPN and the Hulu. Now they're going to raise the price of Disney, ESPN, and Hulu. I'm not sure why, but, you know, basically Disney's recreating cable, aren't they? What's the difference between Disney and Comcast these days? Oh, I guess I could put that all the way through. Okay. Ugh. Can I get rid of that song, or do I need to play it? Oh, I don't want to play that one either. Ooh, fucking Fog Hat. Yeah, give me that one. That's coming up here instead. Huh. Wow, we are still way over around here. What's going on? Oh, get rid of this one. Yeah, we can get rid of that one. Really? Okay. Timing. Interesting. PJ, you told me the story already. Oh, it's the story about carjacking. Does it have something to do with Jared McCacklin? McCacklin. I hope nobody ever says Jared McCacklin's name without saying McCacklin. Oh, I still want to be in the Elf Club. Carrie King, category 7. What are bands that Phil Demmel is in? Yeah, tell you what, Justine, 50 has been brutal. The 50s are rough. Michelle, you're also 52, but really 52. I got 2 months to go, or however. What is it? August, September, October, November. I'm November 7th, so I got like 2 months to go. And you love the 50s so far, but honestly, I probably should not be multitasking as much as I am. Let me tell you, there's some things that have been happening. Like I turned on the water to fill the water to water some plants. And then I went and did something else. And then all of a sudden I was like, holy shit, is the water still running? Like, wow. Yeah. So I need to multitask less, honestly. Steve Walls is 62 and looks 30 years younger than Tim Walls. Now I have to Google these people. Am I supposed to know who they are? Oh, the Minnesota governor guy. Yeah, we were talking about him earlier, about how he feeds kids. I don't really know anything about him. And I haven't had a chance to look at all of the stuff up about him. All I know is I keep seeing memes about how he was responsible for free school lunches for kids, which I'm down with. Oh, I know you. I know what you meant, Michelle. Hey, Mark. Dio, what? Oh my God, is Dio going to be the mascot for the Elf Club? Because I'm picking up what you're laying down. And that was obscure, actually. Good on you for that. Kyle, you did a terrible thing going into radio. We both did, my friend. We both did. And it's too late now. We just have to embrace it and, maybe learn how to program on the side or something. I don't know. You drank a lot and gacked up a lot of cocaine. You know what? I love to tell the story about how I started out on crank because I grew up in Fairfield and we didn't do that fucking cocaine shit. It was too expensive and not fucking high enough. So when people started offering me coffee or espresso, I realized it tastes better than cocaine and actually gets me just about as high. But in all fairness, I think I'm one of those people that cocaine just doesn't do much for just on whole. I'm also a terrible stoner. All I do is eat and take a nap. Testament, am I going? Probably. I mean, I got to make sure I can with like whatever other commitments I end up having from work and stuff. But I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I anticipate being there because fucking Testament, bruh. How you going to miss that? Funny story. Testament played a club in San Francisco called Big Heart City. And that club closed the week before my 21st birthday. So I never got to use my actual ID at the door. But I went every Friday for like 2 years. From like 19 to almost 21, I was like getting into this club every week. And at first, the first time I went, do you remember those old California driver's licenses? They weren't laminated or anything. They didn't have anything on the edge outside of them. I basically scraped I scraped a number off and like kind of wrote in a new number to make it look like I was 21. And when I handed it to the guy at the door, he looked at me and he laughed and then let me in anyway. But I knew the guy who ran the club. And so he was like, and this was in the 90s. So it's not like I could just text him and be like, hey bro, I'm here. So every week I was like talking my way in and talking my way in and talking my way in. But I came to the club so often after a while that everybody just got to know me and they were like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I didn't have to wait in line or anything. They just like let me do whatever I wanted. And then for the Testament show, they hired outside security. And I turn up and I'm not 21 yet. And they brought in this new security who are carding everybody. And they're like, where's your ID? And I'm like, what fucking ID? I go, I come here every week. I don't need ID. And he's like, you need ID to get in. And I was like, no, I don't. Just go ask somebody who works here. And he's like, I work here. And I'm like, yeah, but this is your first time, right? I go, because I would have known you if you didn't. I was a dick, to be fair. And and he's like, well, where's your ID then? And I go, where am I going to put an ID in this outfit? Because I was all just like tarted up, you know. And I was like, it's going to ruin the lines. I go, trust me, find somebody who works here. They'll tell you it's okay. And he was just like, rah, 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 rah. And then finally somebody walked by and I'm like, that guy, ask that guy. And he looks at me, he's like, hey, her? And the guy's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was all, told ya. I was such a dick. I mean, come on, who wasn't when they were 20, right? But yeah, I'm still super bummed that Big Heart City, that Terminator was the name of the club at Big Heart City. I'm super bummed that Terminator closed before my 21st birthday because I was just like waiting to bring my real ID and be like, guess who's legal? Nope. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Justine. Too hot for 50. No such thing. PJ, I ain't talking about shit. I'm not talking about being 50 because I need some sort of like validation, dude. I'm reading comments. That's all. That's cool. You don't have Comcast, Kyle? You probably have some other cable company. What is it, like Cox or something? I don't know. Way to go, Karen. See, you didn't go into radio, did ya? Making those smart decisions. Going into some business that lets you retire early. Wish I knew what that was. My prospects for retiring early are to marry well. That is my option for early retirement, to marry rich, which, you know, not off the table. I'd marry a billionaire. Maybe. Where am I time-wise? Cool. We're good. Sherry. I don't know why we're talking about age like it's a bad thing. You know what? I got no problems. I am what I am. Here we are. Love me or leave me. DGAF. I'll tell you what, Red, it was so great to be in the Bay Area scene back then. I only wish I could have been a little bit older at the time, honestly, because all those guys are like 10 years older than I am. So I was actually in the scene as like a shitty little teenager hanging out, but nobody would really talk to me because I was a shitty little teenager and they were all in their early 20s. Or mid 20s, honestly, with some of them, you know? So it wasn't until I grew up and caught up with them that we all became friends. So that's the discrepancy there, right? Like we've been friends for like 30 years, but we were in the metal scene 40 years ago. I just had to age up to catch up with everybody so that we could be friends. Yes, PJ, I believe the Elks are the Loyal Order of Water Buffalo. Yeah. But you'd have to ask Kyle because he's the one coughing up all the information, not me, man. When the Elks send out the hit squad, they're not coming for me. They're coming for Kyle. He's already given up way too much information, man. Oh, thanks, Justine. Oh, thanks, Karen. Which hospital are you in? Are you in the Bay in a hospital? Because I wholly have sympathy for anyone working in the medical industry in the US right now. It is a shit show. But at least our medical professionals in California are making a decent wage, whereas our medical professionals in like Texas, Missouri, Mississippi, all across the South They are not. Wisconsin. How do you feel like you're doing in Wisconsin? MRIs. MRIs are brutal. I mean, I'm claustrophobic, so that's why. They're coming for the EL fudge. The elf squad. They're coming for the cookies. Oh, good. Oh, that's right. Because Karen, you are retiring early because you were smart. You did not go into radio. Pat yourself on the back. Feel a little smug. Be like, that's right, bitches. Retiring early over here in Wisconsin. Pretty sure you need to scan Kirk Hammett's knee. Did he hurt it surfing? See, and therein lies the exchange, right? You're gonna retire early. I hang out with Kirk Hammett. That's all I got. Well, I mean, I own a house in the Bay Area. That's tough to do as well. But that was mostly due to my fucking hustle, more so than working in radio. But to be fair, working in radio did pay a lot of mortgage. Has Aerosmith made any comments since the initial onslaught of whoops? Let's see. Are they worth talking about right now? Or are people sick and tired of hearing about Aerosmith? I love how everybody's all like super happy for Aerosmith. It's so great that they're retiring before they, really fucked it all up. And it's like, I don't believe it. Not a word of it. And you know me. I mean, I love a conspiracy theory as much as the next guy, but this one I really think is true. I should this is my let me remind people not to DM me because I almost never check them, and then when I do, they make no sense because 9 times out of 10 that message is in response to something that happened I don't know when or where, and I've already forgotten it. And you can see how much I already forget the flow of comments here of like, wait, what are we talking about? If it's important, send me an email. If it's not important, save it. If it's a meme that you think I should see, I've probably already seen it. If you're a band and you want to send me your music, I probably won't play it, but you can email it to me anyway, because bands do that. Do you ever notice that when somebody tries to give you something and you really don't want it, they still try to give it to you? Bands that are emailing me their music are basically like that guy on the street trying to hand you his mixtape on a CD. Hey, here, check this out. It's really good. Check it out. Yeah, I don't need it. Not going to play it. Appreciate you. Not that I'm not trying to support you. I'm trying to support people going to your shows like crazy, but I only have 1 hour of radio, and it's not for you 9 times out of 10. You heard 6 Aerosmith songs yesterday? Well, they are Chasta's favorite band, and she is in charge of the music. Plus, last I checked, they're kind of a big deal, Aerosmith, right? You honestly think it's a throat thing? You have no reason to think otherwise? You don't know him? Well, Justine, have I given you my full... Were you here? Were you here for my conspiracy theory? Oh, girl, retiring from radio is not like retiring from county. Let me tell you right now. There is no retirement from radio, honestly. Unless you worked in radio back in the 80s and 90s when people made real money. Anybody working in radio since the consolidation post 1996 probably has already cashed out their 401k from one of the many times they got fired from one of the many corporate consolidation layoff rounds, or just random firings for no apparent reason or format flips or whatever. Most of us do not have any real retirement to speak of, That's just how it is. You know, it's a shit industry that unless you had unless you had a really good fallback, you know, and my fallback was concerts because it's like acting, right? Like if you're an actor, you're basically a bartender or a waitress or a server of some kind. You're in the service industry somehow because you need to be able to like drop and go for an acting job. Kind of the same in radio. And that doesn't lend itself to any sort of retirement savings. Shit, I'm lucky I own a house. I don't know what I'm going to say here. Oh, maybe there's been some movement on that Tom Petty house. You know Tom Petty's Malibu home that they're selling for 19 mil? Oh, no, looks like it's still on the market. Oh, what is this? "1077 The Bone" and Aerosmith with "Love in an Elevator." I'm Nikki Blakk, and it's not new that Eddie Vedder also has a solo career, but it's also not new that Eddie Vedder has lent his solo songs to a soundtrack, but he's doing it again. I mean, after he did that cover song for The Bear, now he's doing another song that's going to be in Apple TV's Bad Monkey, which apparently premieres August 14th. I'm not familiar with the TV show, it's not out yet, but he's doing a cover of Tom Petty's Room at the Top. So far, I'm really liking Eddie Vedder's solo cover songs. Whoops. Can't be talking over Tom Petty. There you go. Ooh. Suddenly we are way over here too. What is going on? I guess I can turn that off. Huh. Like the world's got enough Bob Seger, right? Just saying. Um Oh my God, Justine, I'm literally playing Slow Ride right now. Are you serious that you were listening for someone else that just played Slow Ride at the same time I'm playing Slow Ride? Are you sure you're not listening to me? Because why not? Oh, thanks, Michelle. I appreciate that. Trust, it has been a rough one. I mean, it sounds cliche, but as a woman in a male dominated field, that shit is real. Real as fuck. I have watched so many dudes fail upwards. It's mind blowing. Because at first I was like, no, it's not still like that, is it? That was me in like 2005. I was like, it's not still like that, is it? And then all of a sudden there's me in like 2007 going, wait, what? It's still like that? Oh, okay. And then in 2010 and again in 2011. And at any rate, it was still like that for a long time. It's still like that now, but it is less. Less. Still a problem, but less. Progress is a slow burn. He also lent his voice to goats everywhere. Yeah, Red, don't you feel bad now? Making fun of Eddie Vedder and then you accidentally diss Tom Petty. Oh, no worries, Justine. You're cool. We're good. Yeah, I gotta. Where are we time wise? We're good. Oh, that is good. Okay. I'm gonna have to record a commercial and and then go potty because I need to pee. It's all the coffee I drank. You guys don't want to hear the commercial, do you? BRB. Hey, Sherry. Happy hump day. Every time I hear that, the only thing that pops into my head is, why do they keep calling it hump day? Nobody's getting laid. It's fucking Wednesday. Nobody wants to bang on a Wednesday. Cool. I gotta pee. You're killing me. No, especially if it's cars for kids. Yeah, but look at it this way. Every time I do a Cars for Kids commercial, that's one less time you hear the song because I won't sing it. And don't think that they haven't sent scripts up that are like, sing the song with this. And I'm like, no, I won't sing the song. I mean, I think they're a fine organization. I'm all for people donating their cars. I'm not singing the fucking song. Period. Holy crackers. True lad. Is that you got those bitchin' Twitch emojis, dude? Fuck yeah, dude. My friend Charlie has those. Not those specific ones, because right, they're individual to you. I need to figure out how to get some. Because those are kicking on Twitch. What? Yeah, you're right, Michelle. And honestly, there was a lot of forward progress in other industries when there was not in radio at all. So it's a little of both. You and your son Gavin are watching. Oh, hey, Gavin, what's happening, brother? Now I feel like I should be more entertaining. Dan, unless I'm desperate for what? Donating a car, or because I have to pee. I really do have to pee, you guys. No, I should sing. Steve, no, just no. I am not singing the Cars for Kids jingle. That's a hill I'm gonna die on. Yeah. All right, you guys. BRB. I gotta pee. getting dark in here, huh? All right. What is next? Oh, I did the commercial. We're good. Who's glad to be off work? Not me. Dan, did you just tell me to use my imagination? My imagination is thinking mac and cheese right now. Desperate for mac and cheese. Not desperate for mac and cheese. Hot couples bang on a Wednesday. They even do public affection. What guy wouldn't want a lap wife? Whatever, dude. I don't care how hot a couple you are, or even what hot couple means. Very few people are banging on a Wednesday. The irony is that it's hump day. They keep calling it hump day because you get over the hump midweek, but also hump has the double entendre to it. And people always try to use that double entendre. It's hump day, hurdy-burr, happy hump day. And it just falls flat because, like I said, nobody's fucking on a Wednesday. Most of the people who are making the hump day joke aren't fucking anyone at all. That's my point. So I will never say happy hump day because I'm always like, hump day. I don't like the sound of it. Just me personally. Who here is glad to be off work? Again, not me. I'm still here. And for a while. Sherry, who's going to L&T ball? This bitch is going to L&T ball. No, you said not I said the broke dishwasher. Dan, are you on drugs? Should we be concerned for your personal safety right now? You are very confusing. It's gonna be a party. Yeah, L&T ball is gonna be a party. Hell yeah. Pardon me, I just looked at this in the bathroom mirror and was like, oh, I need to fix that. Burp. Did I miss anything? I feel like it's a little crooked right here. Anyway, why do you miss all the parties, Dan? Any exciting travels? Well, I'll be going to LA on the 21st to see Lamb of God and Mastodon and the Kerry King Band. And then the next morning, I fly to the Smoky Mountains. I land in Memphis for the Mountain Festival where I'm a host. So that's exciting. And then the week after that, I go to Seattle to see Metallica. Oh. Very excited. And last week, I was at Comic-Con, or 2 weeks ago. How long has it been since Comic-Con? No, it's only been 1 week, right? Because this is the second week since Comic-Con on account of I don't have COVID. Right? What are hot couples? Yeah, not a thing. Hey, Carlton, what's happening with you, man? Make any cool t-shirts? Daylight is getting shorter. Don't threaten me with a good time. Good morning. You'll put the coffee on. Yeah, I need that, actually. Today, I was like, do I want to make an espresso before I go to work? Yes, but do I want to do the dishes required to make the espresso before I go to work? No. So I made a whole second French press and had a lot of coffee. A lot. Not enough, but a lot. Good imagination, because my imagination automatically goes to something food related. Comfort food is my imagination. That's all I got. Lamont has a town named after him that's been having earthquakes today. Somebody I know in LA said that there was like a 4 something or a 5er. Because I'm like, listen, folks, we don't need to talk about every fucking earthquake. There's a lot of earthquakes around here. If that earthquake is not even, if it's not even a 5.0, I don't care. I really don't. Did you get a shake? Woohoo! That was fun. Cool. Don't need to post about it on Facebook. Don't. We know. It's fine. Oh, you put the lights on. Ah, yeah. Yeah, because it was getting dark in here. And I don't realize that because I live in the dark. I'm that person that just doesn't turn lights on at home. I'll walk around the house in the dark because I know where everything is. Don't ask me why. I just have always done that. Um, so I'll forget to turn the lights on in here, and then I'll be trying to read stuff. And I'm like, why is that so hard to read? And then I start doing this and getting closer and closer to it to read it. And then I'm like, why does my neck hurt? I'm like, oh, I should turn a light on. Which reminds me, I should keep track of the time too. Yes. No. Yeah. That one. Uh-oh. Did I sign this one for something? No, I didn't. Whew. Okay. That's the one right there. Whew, right on time. Perfect. This is the only place in my life when I'm on time for something, so I get very excited about it. All the rest of my life is not on time ever. Oh, thanks, Justine. It's a Mac. You know, Mac makes the best reds, honestly. Dan, money is no friend of yours and no drugs are in your system. Does one have something to do with the other? Or maybe if you did have some drugs in your system, you wouldn't care about the money. Drugs are prevalent among the radio industry and we don't have money. I am also not on drugs at the moment. So there's that. All your lights are on timers? All my hoses are on timers. Does that help? I don't have my lights on timers because then my lights would just be turning on regardless of whether or not I needed them. And I'll tell you with what I'm paying for my fucking air conditioning and the way my PG&E is like higher this month than it was last month. And last month it was higher than it's been since my ex-husband was growing weed in the spare bedroom. That's too much. So yeah, I'm not turning on a light or anything I don't have to. Oh, nice. You know what? Honestly, Michelle, I hear really good things about Riot Fest. Isn't that the one that has the there's some weird stuff at Riot Fest. Something like oh shit, what was it? It was something weird, like a John Stamos butter sculpture or something. What was it? What weird thing is Riot Fest known for? Is it Riot Fest that's in Chicago and it has like a weird thing? Hmm. Oh, apparently Riot Fest used to always have a tilt-a-whirl and they didn't. This year it was replaced by the Scrambler. Mm. Somebody wants the tilt-a-whirl to come back. Maybe it's not Riot Fest that has it. There's some festival that somebody told me had some kind of weird, like, I can't remember now. My brain is toast. Well, you'll have fun. I mean, and if you want to, you can see Slayer a second time at Aftershock, right? I mean, they're not going to tour again. So, and then next year, if they do take offers for for shows, it's probably going to be like a handful of European festival dates because, you know, the European festival promoters are going to be like, hey, Wimmer, how much did it cost you to get Slayer out? You know? Oh. And so I think, hey, Anthony. Yeah, what is that festival that has like, oh, it's going to make me crazy now. Oh, it is John Stamos, and it is Riot Fest. Because somebody's all, I don't know about you guys, but I'm stoked to see the John Stamos statue when I walk in. Yeah, okay. There is a weird John Stamos thing at Riot Fest. I don't know why I couldn't find it in my first Google search. Maybe it wasn't every year. The one time we made a butter sculpture of John Stamos at Riot Fest. Okay, I'm not crazy. That is a thing. Sorry. I'm glad I found it because I was going to lose my mind if I thought I was misremembering that. Oh, did we find out about Led Zeppelin selling the catalog again? Has that been sorted? Oh, here comes a yawn. Oh, Led Zeppelin, Helen Grant. Helen Grant's going to make a bank. No word, just that she was closing on a deal. Interesting. 1077 The Bone and Heart with Magic Man. I'm Nikki Blakk, and we all wish Ann Wilson very well. And oh, hold on. 1077 The Bone and Heart with Magic Man. I'm Nikki Blakk, wishing Ann Wilson well in her cancer treatment, hoping that Cheap Trick and Heart are able to reschedule their show at the Chase Center when they were supposed to play on September 26th. If you haven't already gotten your refund on that, it should be coming soon. Led Zeppelin's legendary manager, Peter Grant, left his kids his stake in Led Zeppelin, and his daughter, Helen, has reportedly inked a deal to sell her 10% share. And it's been like 2 weeks since she reportedly inked the deal to sell, but they haven't told us who she sold to. My money's on Jimmy Page, but I'm still waiting to find out. All right. This needs to go here because there's a sponsor. Right. Okay. Let me knock this sponsorship out. Oh, I guess it is almost time for me to knock all the things out. Mama said, knock you out. I'm going to knock you out. So last chance for questions, stories, whatever requests you got. And by requests, I mean requests for things that I can speak, not things that I'm going to play on the radio, because I'm not changing the playlist from here on out. Not that I was changing it to begin with, but, you know, music requests are basically not real. Hang on, I'll explain it better in a minute. Where is my sponsor cop? There it is. Okay, is this up? No. That's how that works. Okay. Okay. I know that it was longer than a CVS receipt, but how about the girth? I feel like the girth is more important. Your Lamont and Tonelli Laughter at After is sponsored by UA Local 38 Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union in San Francisco, Marin, Sonoma, Mendocino, and Lake counties. Learn more at ualocal38.org. All right. Yes, thank you. It was Stamos. I really thought I was losing my mind there. Funny story. One time, my friend Sip had like a viewing party of that movie that has John Stamos and Gene Simmons in it. It's a terrible, terrible movie. Gene Simmons plays like a hermaphrodite serial killer or something crazy like that. And we watched the whole movie. We laughed our asses off. And then afterwards, he tweeted that we watched it. And he was like, yeah, just a rewatch of this random cult film from the 80s that I have with John Stamos and Gene Simmons. And he tagged them both. And John Stamos was the guy who replied. And he was like, what, no invite? And I was like, oh. And because I was also tagged in the tweet, I'm like, hey, as far as I'm concerned, I just met John Stamos. Wait, am I thinking the right guy? Hold on. It was John Stamos, right? Because now I'm second guessing everything I ever knew in life. What was the name of that movie? Never Too Young to Die. Yes, and it was John Stamos and Gene Simmons, and it was a terrible film. Oh, what did you say, Red Fly? What did I miss? Choop 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 choop. Oh, they moved Riot Fest. I don't know. I hope they kept the sculpture too, or made a new one, or carved it out of butter. Have I ever thought about writing a book on my Bay Area days? I think about it all the time, dude. But that's so much work. Have you seen how hectic I am now just to fucking hang out and talk to you guys for a couple hours every day? Ugh. We need these stories. Yeah, I mean, we do. We do. One time when I was in high school, I interviewed the guys in Epidemic for a school project. I wish I had that videotape. I mean, it might be at my mom's house somewhere. I don't know. No, don't worry. I don't mind answering that question. Can I recite some poetry? No. Scratch what you said about the heart song. The live stopped and you had it press live again. Oh, weird. Okay. I didn't know. Yeah, it's funny. I actually have been talking to Steve Gorman about it because he wrote a book and his book is really great. If you guys haven't read, if you haven't checked out my podcast with Steve Gorman, it's called The Blakk Room and it's anywhere you get podcasts. Just type in The Blakk Room and then scroll down until you see the blue Blakk Room logo. That's us. And Steve's book is amazing about his time with the Black Crows. He was fantastic at writing it. And he's like, and I was like, how did you get all that together and out and on the page? And he's like, every single day I wrote like it was a job. He's like, I got up, I had my coffee, I puttered around the house, I did this, that, and the other thing. And then from this time until this time, I sat down in front of the fucking typewriter and the notepad and I wrote the book for like months and months and months. And I was like, oh, I will never be able to do that. I would have to write a book in like 5-minute increments. My book would be on Post-its because that's about as much as I could get out at a time before I could like move on. But we'll see. Maybe one day. It'll be awesome. New Barbians. John, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. What do you mean? Dan, you hate Full House. Everyone hates Full House, Dan. Unless you're under 30. For some reason, kids love that TV show. I couldn't get it. Actually, maybe under 40. Under 40 now, right? Right? Oh my God, dude. I was in a tweet with John Stamos. And I was so excited about it. It's hilarious. I got to write the time on this before I lose it. Hold on. 8. Oh. 6, 11. Yeah, no, it's going to have to be 6:14. Dan, you're writing your memoir? Good on you, bro. Shit is tough, man. Oh, thanks, Justine. I know. I do have like an outline of like 50 stories. 50 my top 50 favorite stories in rock, and I keep meaning to actually put them on paper, and I have not. So far, all I have is top 50 stories. That's as far as I've gotten. What is the most explicit thing I've witnessed at a rock concert? I was at a show one time where a woman had her labia pierced 6 times. That was pretty explicit. I've seen the Genitorturers in concert multiple times. So Google that. That's explicit. Also, I stopped seeing the Genitorturers in concert after I found out that Jen is a Nazi. So there's that too. I didn't know. I thought they were just weird. Oh yeah, I gotta watch Zet's show one of these days. It's funny because people keep asking me if I want to do Zet's show, and I'm like, how come everybody asking me if I want to be on Zet's show aren't Zet? Like multiple people have asked me if I wanted to do his podcast, and I'm like, he's got my number. If he wants to do a show together, he can just text me. It's not a problem. And they're like, oh yeah, I just wanted to see if you were like, why don't you ask him? Don't ask me. As far as I know, we're cool. All right, Michelle. Demo 89 was the shit. Thigh rubbage. Although now I look back on thigh rubbage with a whole new outlook. Yes, Sherry, they carved John Stamos out of butter one year. Google John Stamos butter statue Riot Fest. It will come up. Yep. All right, guys. It is 6:00 and I have got to get some shit done around here. Chasta's out of town this weekend, so I have a couple of things I want to work on to make sure that they get taken care of while she's gone, because I want her to not worry being out of town and everything. Cheesecake for sculptures or just in general? Because now I'm hungry. We should stop talking about food. I don't have time to eat. Oh my God, PJ, you've been here this whole time just being quiet? That's so unlike you. You feeling all right? You didn't. You left. You took a nap. You went to the gym. You came back, and now you're just in time to say goodnight, right? All right, guys. Yep. Horns up. Have a good one. I will definitely be here tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully same bat time, same bat channel. Although I thought that was going to be today too, because I didn't realize a bunch of cool stuff was going to happen. But cool stuff happened. So hopefully it will be that way. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Cheers.